What is going on, guys? So something really cool can happen this weekend, but it's going to require me doing tons of work to the car today. So as I'm sure a lot of you know, Haggard Garage is in Florida, and Cam actually hit me up on Instagram yesterday saying that I should come out to Orlando Speed World with them all so that we can all drift. However, we all know that I'm running into this issue with my tune on the car, as well as dealing with the fact that I have completely gutted out the dash, speedo, and all of that crap. And I had just tried to start the car, and the car just doesn't want to start with a lot of the electronics not plugged in. So we're gonna have to throw everything back in the car, get the seats, harnesses on, and then on top of that, make sure that the car is running just fine. Because the last thing that I want to do is be beating on this car when it's not running right. That's just gonna cause issues that I don't want to have. Now, and if you guys remember, the reason why I took out the dash and all of that is so that when I take it to get the anti-intrusion bars installed, there will be plenty of space to work with underneath. But since this opportunity presented itself, I'm gonna hold off on those intrusion bars and the bash bars, because I was going to get bash bars made too, at least until after tomorrow. Because who wouldn't want to drift with Haggard and all them? And plus I think he said that they invited Adam LZ, so you know, we could get some pretty cool tandems going. First off, we are going to start with just throwing the dash back in the car. Okay. It's not that heavy. You would think a dash would be heavier. The things I've been given in life aren't there, and everything's... It is so cramped in the car trying to straddle the transmission tunnel just to get everything in. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I've got faith in myself. So for those of you that are curious as to how the dash comes out of the car, there's a bolt right up behind where the speaker grill is, a screw here, and then a screw on the side that attaches it to the frame that the dash sits on, or I guess what people call the dash bar. And then the same 3 screws and bolts on that side. And assuming you have the glove box and the stereo and all of that stuff out, it pops in and out super easy. I have all of the parts that need to go back on the dash sitting back here, including the gauge cluster. So we'll go ahead and throw this on. So in Taylor Ray style, all you have to do to install stuff on your car is just snap your fingers. Whoa, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Getting everything in the car. Who knew that Taylor's method worked, even though it didn't put the passenger seat in? Let's go ahead and see if she starts. Starts right up. Perfect. So I went underneath the car, made sure everything on the exhaust was tightened down. A couple of the header bolts were kind of loose, so tighten those up, and hopefully, you know, we don't have any more leaks. I actually just ordered a pizza, so we're gonna run over to Domino's real quick, and on the way there, we'll drive this thing pretty aggressively to see if we get the code to pop on us. Or to even see if it does that rev hang thing, which might require a couple of clutch kicks. Okay, so obviously I cannot hoon around and film at the same time, but after I did a couple donuts and a couple of clutch kicks, I did not feel the issue that I've been plagued by this past couple of times that we've gone drifting. Maybe tightening up all of the bolts on the exhaust fixed it. I don't know. So I think we will be good to go drifting tomorrow. Who needs another seat when you got pizza? But I figured I would give you guys a quick pull just so you can hear how crappy the exhaust sounds, and to verify with all of you that, you know, it's not bogging down on us. Oh look, it's my friend Javier. Let's see if I hold in the clutch and rev it, will it engage like that launch control or whatever it is. Nope, we're good. I think we're good. I swear, people in my town probably hate me with how much I've been revving it right now. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some pizza, let the car idle for a bit, because there was one instance where I let the car idle for quite a while. That was a rhyme. But then it triggered a code. So I'll let it sit for now, see if it triggers a code, and if it doesn't, I'd say we're good to go to drift tomorrow. One thing I do want to make sure is that I have plenty of tires for tomorrow. 2 there, 2 on the car. How much tread do the ones on the car have? Okay, the ones on the car have a decent amount. Maybe, just maybe, I should go get those 2 mounted on these wheels, just to be safe. Because I'd hate to have the day cut short because I ran out of tires. Car's been running for a good 10 minutes. Let's see if we have a code. Nope. Looks like we're good. So the next thing that we're gonna have to do is load the FRS up on the trailer. So I had all intentions of swapping out the motor oil after our drifting over at the compound. Didn't have time to do that. I am just running a little bit on the low side, so we're gonna go ahead and top off the oil. And of course, I'm gonna use Motul 300V. All right, let's go ahead and see if Taylor's little finger snapping thing works. Huh, I guess not. Man, just the other weekend I spent so long trying to clean the FRS, getting it clean and polished as possible. It's all gonna be ruined tomorrow. Oh well, that's that drift life for you. So the FRS is squared off on the trailer, ready to go for tomorrow. Now I'm finally gonna show you guys what is in those boxes from the last video. The FRS has been getting lots of love lately, and the 240 is feeling a little bit sad because of it. For those of you that are new to the channel and haven't seen the 240 yet, it's basically a bone stock 96 Zenki with full interior. It's pretty clean, with the exception of one little crack in the dash. But other than that, like, it is the perfect daily driver. Perfect might be exaggerating a little bit because the suspension needs replaced, the brakes need to be redone, and the exhaust needs to be changed out. So let's go ahead and see what I purchased. Ooh, what is this? So for US chassis guys, I decided to pick up an ISR short shifter because the throws in the 240 are just like so wobbly, and the bushing is just kind of like crappy. Like, look at all of that play. That new short shifter should make it a little bit more pleasant to drive. I also purchased a drift knob for the e-brake, even though I probably am not going to be drifting this thing anytime soon. But you know, if the opportunity presents itself, it'd be nice. A diff gasket for the welded diff that I've had for the longest time. I'm kind of on the fence about installing it, because the main reason that I picked up some of these mods is to make the 240 a little bit more enjoyable to drive. And putting a welded diff is kind of going against that. So that might be going on in the future or not. I don't know. But what is in the big package, you may ask? Let's find out. Blast pipes! So ever since I was a little kid and saw 240s out on the road, I've always wanted my own set of blast pipes. These are ISR's 4-inch blast pipes, and if you look at the exhaust on the 240, it literally looks like a little you-know-what. So that needs to be replaced. So why not replace it with some blast pipes? I know you guys are thinking, oh, he's ricing out the 240. I mean, kind of, but not really. It might look a little ricey on stock wheels, stock suspension, and all of that, but for how I want to have this thing set up as a daily driver, the blast pipes will fit that overall equation. One thing we definitely want to do though, let's get an exhaust clip for a before and after comparison. Okay, so a couple hours later, my boy Sean came over, the one with the BRZ. His car's chilling right over there. But we ran into an issue with this exhaust. So the stock exhaust right here looks like it's not really a stock exhaust. You can see there's like some garbage welds on it. That's not like Nissan OEM quality. Oh, I didn't even realize that. It's a Flowmaster muffler on here, so it is modified. Since that stock exhaust was modified, the length of this pipe doesn't meet to the length of the blast pipes on the car. Yeah, it's on, but it's just literally on the exhaust hangers. You can see it's not connected right there. So I guess that means I'm gonna have to buy one more piece of exhaust for this car. But here, I'll go ahead and start it up. I didn't want to rev it too much, but it's kind of disappointing that I couldn't get this exhaust on. But at least we could still do the short shifter, so let's do that. Okay, so I have basically lost all motivation to get this short shifter in on the car, basically because I am tired and I don't have the patience to get those 2 bolts that are up underneath the transmission tunnel up there. So we are going to save this for later. I figured whenever I get the replacement exhaust pieces that I need, I might as well finish up the work on the 240, as well as give it a nice good old detail, because she needs it. We have been at it all day, and I still have like an essay to do, and then edit this video. But tomorrow should be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It does kind of suck that we couldn't get the exhaust on the 240 or the short shifter, but that's basically because we ran out of time and I just ran out of energy. I'm tired. So I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you next time. Peace.